get taken down to a poverty-infested country like that, and you get a whole new aspect on what you really should cherish in life, I guess.
Bring it back. I'm gonna check out the. Don't flick it. If it comes up to my face, I'm gonna scream like.
For us to go from a rather wealthy place like Fort St. John to go down to an area where money isn't real, really. I mean, it's when people say, well, it's the real world, they don't even know what world they're in. I mean, they don't know what we have up here. So I think for our age, and it shows just a level of maturity and a level of wanting to see what's real if you go from here, our age, to go down there.
Last year they went to Nicaragua, and this year we're going to El Salvador. So I wanted to join this group because I heard about it through two of my really close friends last year, and they went and they came back and they had this really different perspective on life. And they were these really intelligent kids to begin with before they went, and they came back and they saw everything really different, and they took things so much less for granted, and I think that's really cool.
I live in a life, I guess, that I'm really lucky. Like, my family's great, I have a job, I'm pretty well off, and I just want to see how, I guess, it is on the other parts of the world where you're not so lucky.
We were looking at all the sites, and the next thing you know, we come up upon a sewage rupture. Like, the main city street was overflowing with sewage, and there were kids playing in it like we would in a sprinkler. So you kind of ask yourself, where are you in life?
Well, there's this picture that Mr. Lachuk brought last year, or at the beginning of the year, and it was this little girl in this little dress, and she's walking down this road, and all around her is poverty and sadness, and this little girl has got this big smile on. And you don't know why she's smiling, because everything around her is just, it's nothing. She has nothing, and she gets it. And I think that's what I'm worried about, is I'm going to see all these little kids that remind me of, my nieces and nephews, and they're going to be living in this world where they don't get an opportunity like we do. And I think that will break my heart.
The students in Fort St. John are part of the world system that creates inequality all over the world. And the students need to know that they're part of that change, or creating that change for the people of El Salvador and for themselves. Our motto seems to be this year that we need to be the change that we wish to see in the world. And each of the students that are going on this trip, my goal is, or my passion, is that we change the world for them, and that through modeling, we change the world for other people.
We're going to want 2 more people with shovels in their hands.
2 more shovels!
We're going down to build a school and hopefully put some kids through college so that they can see and do some of the things that we get to do in our everyday life here.
It's all hard labor. We make the concrete, make the bricks and everything. We mix it. So we're building a school with our bare hands.
I guess I'm looking forward to the experience. I'm really excited to get to go to a different country and learn about what it's like to not have every little materialistic thing that I could ever want at my fingertips. To be able to see what people live like when they can't have everything they want. I'm excited for that.
For many students, it's their first time leaving Canada. Many of them, it's first time flying in an airplane. So Fort St. John itself poses some problems. When we get to El Salvador, the first thing that hits you is the humidity and the heat, language barrier, food is different, climate and culture.
Last year I went through a few emotional, boundaries. After about the 6th day, you just kind of shut down. I mean, you're so far away from your family, you're in a different climate, and then I just learned how to cope with it and just learn what I saw. So then I was like, I wasn't going, and then about a month after they were planning on going, I was like, no, I better be there for people who were just like me.
I don't really know what to expect, but I hope to gain, I hope I appreciate who I am more and what I have, and we have we have a really nice school, but I know that I don't appreciate it as much as I should. And I think going there and personally seeing those kids that don't have barely anything will really help me.
Well, I think it helps make who you are. Like, for your rest of your life, you're gonna wonder like who you are and try to figure it out. And I think this trip can really show who you are and who you want to be in life.
I really hope that we make a difference and that these kids, when they get to school, they're so stoked to learn because so many people take it for granted. I just really hope they're excited.
At the end of their trip, there's a speech that one of the little kids said, and it said that everybody was crying, and they just felt so rewarded, seeing the smiles on their faces once they were done building the school, and that it's emotionally changed everybody. And
well, I would like to remember faces like this, always smiling even though they don't have that much.